Dead in Hip Hop, mixtape review, Flatbush Zombies, Better Off Dead. Flatbush Zombies. Look, I'm gonna say first and foremost, shout out to Beast Coast Movement. I fuck with y'all, all of y'all. Underachievers, ASAP Mob, the most of some of y'all. Pro Era, and Flatbush Zombies, man. I definitely fuck with y'all heavy. A lot of people say, they don't know where hip hop is going. If you use the radio as your favorite reference as to where hip hop is going, then I feel sorry for you. But if you use the internet and use us as a resource to find out what's popping, I think you will be happy and elated to see where hip hop is going. And that's just my opinion. Because Flatbush Zombies and that whole Beast Coast thing, man, I love what they're doing. I definitely love what they're doing. I honestly feel like, and this is no disrespect to underachievers, I feel like Flatbush, they're a step above with the same things that I loved about UA's production, I love about Flatbush Zombies production. But Flatbush definitely has, production-wise, has a lot of the qualities that I liked about UA. Again, the bass, these motherfucking beats knock. You know what I'm saying? They're grimy, they're gritty, they're dirty. And I think that Flatbush Zombies are a prime representation of New York and New York hip hop. I don't think that we've had in the mainstream or very accessible grimy artists from New York like that, like since the Locks. Like I saw Ken tweet the other day, and my girl, she could hear through my headphones Bliss. She was like, "Why you listen to that nigga music again?" I'm like, "Babe, but you gotta hear what they saying." Like,
oh shit! I love it.
Hey,
I love it.
But you know what, man? Like,
Rock got offended again.
They are saying fuck a lot. Fuck this and fuck you and fuck you. But look, man, you have to understand within the context of what they're speaking. You know what I'm saying? To somebody like listening to that song 2 cars away or like over your headphones, they're like, "Yo, this mother, what the fuck is he listening to?" But hey, maybe don't bump that one too loud. But I fuck with it. I definitely fuck with it. And I think another one that I really like was Thugnificance. I really like that song. I like that airy, slow pace. You know what I'm saying? Got some weed, got some, You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that. Beginning to end, I fuck with the entire project. You know what I'm saying? Like UA, again, they're on that third eye shit. They're on that smoking shit. Nigga, let's get to another, let's elevate our mind. Let's not just be ignorant, So, and I fuck with Flatbush, man.
This is actually my first time listening to Flatbush Zombies project. I ain't listened to Drugs.
Oh,
This is my first time listening to it, and I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I'm thinking like, man, I bet you they gonna be on like some drug shit all the damn time or whatever. But it started off with American Pie, and I'm like, holy shit, this is a very politically driven track. I was like, okay, this is a very politically charged album. I'm thinking I was gonna be hearing druggy drugs type of tracks all the time, but you know what I'm saying? It was like I was judging a book by its cover, but when I listened to this project as a whole, I was like, okay, yeah, of course they had Drug Parade, Thugnificent, it was another one. Palm Trees, yeah, that's expected. So I think overall, for me, I think the producer stole the show. Eric Art, the way he was able to like kind of mesh the different genres with his production, but still have it like a dark, soulful, so dark, but still yet soulful type of production throughout this whole project. I think that really blew me away. I think more so, not knocking the MCs. The MCs, they did their thing as well, but I just thought the producer, the in-house producer, of course, he stole the show, and you can tell that these guys really find, and I guess that's why he's the in-house producer. They found their pocket real good because it's like he made the beats. It didn't sound like it crafted toward their style. It sounded like he made it so different and dark, but they were still able to flow over the tracks real good over this whole project. That's what I was really impressed by about this, was like the production and the way they still was able to fit these dark, spacey, gritty, grimy type beats. And hey, that's what I get for judging the book by its cover, because I thought this was gonna be some bullshit, but it really wasn't. I'm serious, because this is another one of these projects that people was bugging us to review, and I'm like, okay, the last 3 or 4 projects people bugged us to review, I fucking hated it, so I'm like, okay, There's about to be another thing. I'm probably fucking go off on a rant and hate or whatever. But when I was listening to it, I was like, holy shit! About time Twitter and YouTube, y'all got this shit right this time, because I really do like this. I like this project a lot, you know. So this is getting replay value a lot in my iPod and car and all that stuff. So shout out to Flatbush Zombies. We're better off dead. I know I'm forgetting about something, but I'll probably forget off whatever y'all say.
I like the Flatbush Zombies. I like Drugs better than this, mainly for the production a little bit. Some of the tracks here sound a little bit more open, thanks to, you know, with Eric's production. I particularly like on the first track and how he ended the first track, you know, America's Pie, which when that one came on, I was like, oh yeah, I'm kind of fucking with this, you know, already. So it was a nice intro track, and then it got to Bliss, and I was like, oh man, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? As I'm listening to this, I'm like, you know, it was kind of like, I was like, okay, well, we're gonna keep going. So it went on and on and on. Then it was like, okay, it's all right. So it kind of picked back up a little bit. Then it got the Thugnificent. It's like, oh man, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? That little auto-tune, the hook, and shit like that.
That's like, coming from, what was it, Rhyming and Complex, I think?
Yeah.
The Guns and Butter?
Yeah, and then it went from Rhyming Complex, that was like, okay, then it went to I'm like, that was a bad transition right there. And when I was listening to it, I'm thinking like, I'm about to hate this shit now. But, you know, they still kept my attention throughout the whole project. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And then it, you know, came back with Club Soda, which was cool, and, you know, so everything else kind of fit in, and then it hit the Danny Brown song, which I liked his verse, the way he kind of flipped that into a song. God damn it. Yeah.
The way he came in, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was dope. You know, it kind of fell off a little bit towards the end, maybe because it was a little long for me, but overall,
Supreme Team though.
Yeah, the last two tracks.
Supreme Team and what's the name of it?
All the Way In or All In or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah,
the results are in.
The results are in.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that was
nice.
close.
That was a good way to finish it.
Yeah, but I don't know, maybe. But anyway, but overall, I thought it was an okay project. I think maybe because I like Drugs a little bit better than this one. I think, you know, when I was listening to Better Off Dead, because the production is slightly different than Drugs. You know, I guess it was for me. It was different than listening to him on a different. To me, it sounded like it's almost a different type of production, where I had to kind of get accustomed to them doing something a little bit more. I don't want to say up tempo, but because that's not the right word. But anyway, yeah, I did. You know, not like Bliss at first. But like you said, when I started to really listen to them, because the thing that kept me like, damn, there's a lot of fucks in this goddamn song. But the guy that sounds like Cookie Monster, the way he closed it out at the end, like with all the what was he saying? Because he used fucks a lot, and and that's his verse is the one that I like. So when I started to listen to it and listen to what they were saying and how they were using it, you know, how they were taking fucks and using fucks, I was like, oh, this is alright, you know, so yeah, man. I do like it though. I do like it. I like the Flatbush Zombies. I like what they bring to hip hop.
Yeah, after Drugs, I like Drugs a lot, but I didn't really know what to expect from this album. This is what I got. Every single time someone drops something that I hear, and I'm like, wow, that's really original. I keep thinking, man, there's nothing left in hip hop that's original. Nothing. Then this shit comes out, and I'm like, thank you for doing something original. Like, I can't think of anybody that really sounds like this. And I know they're tight with A$AP Mob, but this sounds nothing like A$AP Mob. And I think that that's cool. I like the dark production, the dark overall sound of these guys. They do it without coming off corny and cheesy. And the MCs, they just came aggressive out the gate. And I just love the way they rhyme. Like, this shit, I agree with Raphael. This is far better than an OK project. Like, this shit is fucking dope to me. There were only a few tracks that I didn't like. The tracks I did like, American Way, of course, was fucking amazing.
American Pie.
I'm sorry, I should say American Way.
Yeah, American Pie.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
American
That's
Pie.
one of my favorite tracks too. Yeah.
Bliss. At first, when I first heard it, I thought that shit was yes. I was like, this is fucking stupid. But by like the third listen, I was like, oh, fuck friends, fuck drugs,
Yeah.
fuck family, you know, ignorance is bliss, right? I was like, okay, this shit is stuck in my head, and they're still spitting on the track, so it wasn't like they were rhyming some whack shit. So I really, really, really enjoyed that track, and I don't even like shit like that. Clearly, the Guns and Butter track was really dope. The production, if I remember correctly, was one that was like really super layered.
Yep.
Live from Hell.
With the Harry
Fraud beat.
yeah.
That was like there was like only 2 tracks that weren't
Harry
used
Fraud
by
and
Harry.
Obey something. I can't think of the second name. Yeah.
And
but
this
they
one was
fit it in so perfect though. They didn't go super away from what the overall sound of the album was sounding
Not at
like.
all.
You know what I'm saying? So that was good. I'm sorry.
No. You're good. Drug Parade with Danny Brown, of course. I thought that track was dope. I thought his odd rapping style on that was weird at first. But then when I listen to it again, I'm like, Danny Brown is so creative. Like, that is dope. I typically don't even like drug songs. I think drug songs are really whack. I think they're boring, they're predictable, they're not needed. But that was well done for a drug track. G-Tears sounded real light and happy. Not happy, but just sounded, it didn't sound heavy and dark like the rest of it. It just didn't fit at all. I wasn't real hot on Death. The beat was amazing. That stupid fucking auto-tune at the beginning was terrible. The verse was good.
You know what? I give you that, and I think that's the main reason why I really like that song was because of the beat. The beat got me first, and then what they were saying, I like it wasn't necessarily on par with everything else, but I still liked it though. Like it wasn't a bad track to me.
That shit broke the momentum for me too. I was just like, what is this? It was like that auto-tune thing went on for way too fucking long.
Yeah.
But those were the only tracks that I can think of looking at the track list. Those were the only ones that I can remember not liking. The rest of this I thought was fucking great. And I mean, these guys, man, I just love the fact that they're doing something interesting and creative and different. And the real angry one, the one that he says on Cookie Monster, I love his style. It's almost like Onyx.
He has a good voice, yeah.
He has a great voice.
It takes you back to Onyx. Yeah, that Onyx days, yo.
You know,
sure
they're just angry, but they're rhyming over that really dark. It sounded like Onyx's, what was Onyx's second record, where the whole thing was about death.
All We Got Is Us.
Yes.
All We Got Is Us.
Yes. It sounds like that album. That's what this reminds me of. It's just that super dark, angry sound.
If you listen, I can't think of what track it was. They had the sample where they, because Onyx got a song. Fuck that. You better off dead.
Yeah.
And I was hoping was they gonna sample that because I'm like, okay, name of the album is Better Off Dead. So I'm thinking like, are they gonna have a sample of that or that particular song? Fuck that.
I didn't even catch that.
Better Off Dead. You remember that was on All We Got Is Us?
Yeah. I didn't even.
And they sampled that. If you listen, I can't remember what track it was, but if you hear in the background, they Better Off Dead.
Oh, that's probably why they named it.
Yeah.
There you go. Be dropping knowledge on all you hoes. If I'll say what put me on them real quick was that I think what's the guy's name? A-Track. He had a track with it was LP, Jim Jones, and Flatbush Zombies. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Oh, you ever heard this shit?
No.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. I think it's fuck a PO, fuck a piss test. It was like a remix to that track. Man, you need to hear that shit because Flatbush Zombies got busy.
Okay.
And of course, my man L came in at the end and just murdered the whole motherfucking thing. But that's what really got me into Flatbush Zombies. I was like, because I thought they were some bullshit too. I just didn't even give them a chance. After I heard that track, I immediately went and downloaded Drugs.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, these dudes are dope. But yeah, all that to say, I love this release. Fucking dope.
Shout out to New York hip hop. Shout out to Beast Coast Movement. Man, y'all got the boy X Squire. I know he don't really, associate with Beast Coast, but again, shout out to everybody associated with that. Pro Era, ASAP Mob, Flatbush Zombies, and Underachievers. Cause look, man, I don't know if y'all get radio play out there in New York, but y'all should. Cause I personally think like hip hop overall is back. It is back. There's a lot of you dope ass young motherfuckers out here, man. And Flatbush Zombies, man, y'all with them. You guys are dope as fuck. I didn't listen to Drugs. I listened to this. This is my first introduction to y'all, and you motherfuckers are dope. And you definitely bumping the whip.
After listening to this stuff, I said this is getting heavy replay value for me. I'm gonna go back and check out Drugs. Like I said, this is my first full project listening to Flatbush Zombies. Like Mike said, Mike mentioned it. I thought it was just gonna be some bullshit or whatever. I was totally wrong. Dudes are very creative. Shout out to New York. New York people need to back these dudes up, man. It's a shame that they ain't supporting a local artist, man. But yeah, Underachievers, Flatbush, like this project, Better Off Dead. I like the production on here. Yeah, I like this project, man. Overall, I loved it. It's like I said, these dudes are very creative. Like Mike said, they doing something completely different, and they doing it well. I mean, just because you do something different doesn't mean it's good, but they're doing something different and they're doing it well. So shout out to Flatbush.
Yeah, I like this project. I really like the Flatbush Zombies. I think they are dope. I think they do bring something different to hip hop, you know, in their own way. They have a lot of energy and they really sound like they enjoy doing what they're doing. And I think with this project as compared to Drugs, they brought a little something. They showed that they could be diverse and do something different outside of just that psychedelic druggy type rap. So yeah, definitely just, you know, go download this shit if you haven't heard it, man. This shit's on deadandhiphop.com. And listen to it. I think you guys will like it. I think you guys will like it a lot. And I just want to say real quick to @EvidG or EvidJa, because he hit me up when I was talking about Bliss. He was like, it's a fucking great song. And I was like, I didn't like it at the time. I was like, no, it's not. I want to take that back. It is a great song, and I do like it a lot. So, fuck. And I'm done. Go ahead, Mike.
Again, I really love that people are trying to do different music, and it's not coming off as cheesy or as a try-hard. I think these guys are genuinely making music that's really creative. And I hope they continue, man. I think these guys are really doing something big for New York. And like all these guys said, I love the fact that New York is really, they're putting their fucking foot down in hip hop again. You know, including ASAP Mob and the Beast Coast guys, and you know, these guys. This is just a great mixtape. These guys are definite MCs. That producer, Eric, what's his last name? Eric Hark, is a fucking beast. And he's dope on the mic, too. Yeah. I think he might, oh God. Was he the one that said that shit about, if rhyme was a third wheel? No, rhyme was illegal, you bitch niggas wouldn't even ride a bar. Was that him? I think that was him.
Yeah, I can't this is my first time, so I can't tell by the voice, so who, you know what I'm saying?
My memory's bad, I haven't listened to this in a minute. But anyway, yeah, this is a great fucking mixtape. Should have been an album.
Yep.
I would not mind paying $10 for this. So hopefully they re-release this physically, because I would definitely buy it. But yeah, that's it, man. Seriously, go fucking pick this shit up. And they're on tour right now, so make sure y'all go check them out live. They'll be here in Atlanta. Hopefully, you know, hopefully my girlfriend will let me go. But yeah, check them out.